You guys in a couple little stories. One, how my road to the big leagues the year before I got there, and then the way that I was called up, how my manager informed me I was getting to the big leagues. We'll start 2006. I had shoulder surgery right before spring training started, so season was looking pretty bleak for me. I had spent some time, obviously, on the DL, went through the surgery. I was told, you're going to go to Puerto Rico, you're going to play winter ball. And if you perform well, you'll kind of put yourself, back on the map, maybe in conversations to start being moved up again. So I went to Puerto Rico, performed well, I thought. I produced a sub-1 ERA over 10 starts, over 2.5 months, and figured I'd put myself in a pretty good position to be back on a prospect list. Fast forward, spring training 2007, I'm talking to my coaches and my instructors. You're going to be our guy in AAA. You're the #1 guy in AAA. Everything's going to work out. You really did yourself a favor in winter ball. And so I'm like, yeah, all right, I'm tasting myself. I'm going to be in AAA. Right on. Well, that offseason, I had moved to Bakersfield, California to work out. And I ended up hooking up with a guy named Colby Lewis. You guys know from the Texas Rangers, right-handed pitcher. Phenomenal man. I worked out with him. He really kind of showed me a lot how to be a big leaguer. I'd never been there. My first taste of what a big leaguer looks like, what a big leaguer acts like, how he looks. And if you guys seen Colby Lewis, he's 6'4", 240, looks like he's smuggling kegs in on his chest. Just a big boy. And so I'm going to do whatever I can to look halfway like that. But I'm playing catch and working out with this guy over the whole off season, and we get to spring training in 2007. Feeling good, go through the whole spring, everything's great. I get a phone call from a friend back home in Bakersfield. Hey, Colby Lewis just got released. And I'm telling him, hey, don't worry about it. Guy's a great athlete, he's got big league time, he's gonna find a job, he'll be fine, he'll be cool. Go out to play catch that day. The man today, who's now our pitching coach, at the time was our pitching coordinator, so involved in all the player movement. And he calls me over, and he calls me 209. That's my nickname. Nobody calls me Dallas, Braden, it's 209. Hey, 209, we're going to play catch today, and I want to talk to you afterwards. Great, so I'm going to get released, and I'm going home. This is what's going to happen. He goes, no, don't worry, everything's fine. So we play catch, And he goes, hey, you know how, stuff rolls downhill. We signed a guy today, a little older, he's got some big league time. So you're going to go back down to AA. You're going to start the season in AA. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, so I'm done. I'm going to go to AA. They're going to ship me out in a month, and I'm going to be pumping gas somewhere. And I said, well, thanks, Ronnie. Yeah, that does suck. That news is bad, and I don't ever want to see you again. What do you want now? And he goes, well, we signed a guy named Colby Lewis. Are you kidding me? Colby Lewis is who we signed. So I called Colby, hey, congratulations, man, I heard you got the job, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I go, hey, and by the way, thanks, because now I'm going to Midland, Texas, because you got my job in Sacramento. I appreciate that, though. So I start the season in AA. I make 2 starts in AA, happen to be against the same exact team, because we had a snow out in Missouri. I threw a total of 12 innings in 2 games, 6 innings both games. I gave up 2 hits. They were 2 home runs to the same guy both games. So I was really glad to get out of there. And I got up to AAA, and Colby Lewis is there. And I make my first start in Portland. And, baseball being the brotherhood that we are, there's just you're really pulling for guys when good things happen. And at that time, it was funny, a guy that I had worked out with here at UOP, his name's Braden, he was a catcher here. He had actually been in the minor leagues and kind of got bumped up from rookie ball to AAA because they really needed some catching. They needed guys to catch bullpens and stuff. Well, lo and behold, he's going to start this day. He started 2 games in his minor league career. He gets called up to AAA, and now he's starting that day. Well, guess who's starting pitching? Yours truly. So I have to stare down this guy who I've been laughing and joking with for the past few years, and he's the catcher. Well, he gets his first at bat, and wouldn't you know it, broken bat, single, doesn't leave the infield, and he's standing on first base like he just hit a 500-foot home run off me. And I'm going, okay, all right, you're going to get it. Don't worry about that. His next at bat, he smelled 3 fastballs right here. Knocked him down. He didn't have another shot. Well, we get to the end of the game, we're winning, and my closer comes in, he gives up the lead, we end up losing the game, but as a token to say, hey, I'm sorry, I kind of blew the game for us, the closer bought me a 12-pack of beer. Well, we had a team rule, no beer on the bus, no beer to the hotel, we're grown men, but try to keep it as clean as possible for the fans and things like that. So, no beer on the bus, no beer back to the hotel. So here I am, I've got one day in AAA, I've got a 12-pack of beer in my hand, and my manager, as he gets off of the bus to walk into the hotel, I get out of the cab with my 12-pack of beer. Oh, hey, Tony, how's it going? How's it going, Tony? And he's a little Italian guy. Braden, what are you doing? I tell you no beer, you're here for 24 hours. Kid, you got a 12-pack. You got a drinking problem? What do we got to do? We got to get you some help? Oh, God, what have I done for myself right now? Well, what I was doing was I was taking the 12-pack of beer back to the hotel to give to my buddy, who I'd just given up his first hit to. So kind of like, hey, you got me your first hit, I bought him a pack of beer. So that's just kind of how things in baseball work. I leave that pack of beer for him. We get out of Portland, we get to Sacramento, spend a few days, we're playing. My turn on the rotation's coming up, got about 2 days. My manager calls me in. Hey, Braden, come here. So I'm sitting down. What kind of shit were they running in the 209, huh? So, what do you mean, Tony? Well, I told you, kid, you've been here a week. You were here one day. You got beer on the bus. That wasn't your beer? I said, Tony, I promise, it's not my beer. I explained the situation to him. Said, the catcher was my friend. I gave up his first hit. Marcus gave me the beer because he blew the save. I gave it to my buddy the first hit. I'm sorry, Tony. It wasn't my beer, though. I promise. Kid, I'm telling you right now. I make one call, you're out of here. You know that. Tony, I promised you. Well, God damn it, kid. If that's not your beer, I don't know, because I can't send you to the big leagues if you're drinking. And I said, what? He goes, get out of my office. Go to the big leagues. Get out of here, you drunk. What are you doing? And I grabbed him and I said, Tony, now I'm not playing with you, Tony. What are you telling me? And he goes, get out of my face, kid. You go to the big leagues. And so that was how